On this show, we have part one, yes, folks, part one of Steve's move.
Yeah, this could be a two-parter, right? Well, now, if it's anything like my move, it's going to be at least a three-parter.
Yeah. Hey, Biran Tracy gives us our genuine positivity message.
Well, if I had my druthers, I would have someone else move me.
Hey, no, that's going to be our phrase origin story.
What? Move me?
Yes.
No, if I had my druthers. Welcome to What Happened in the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions and Steve's movie led to a bad life decision.
Yes, led to a very interesting set of shows, which we will be doing. So what I noticed behind you is it's still snowing by you.
No, it finally stopped snowing, but we just broke records again. Minus 12 degrees in March.
I tell you, we're going to have a groundhog eating festival, party, or whatever you want to call it, and eat that groundhog.
Fun Guy the Entertainer cooks for you, groundhog. Yes!
I think that would be a good show. You should do that. You should. I don't care if it's ground up, whatever, you know.
Oh, yeah. Because
you should call it groundhog. Oh, get some groundhog.
Oh, yeah. We'll just
and you can call it, I'm eating groundhog.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. We'll do that.
Yeah, do that show because Steve is so upset that he did not see a shadow and it's supposed to be 6 weeks of mild and this is anything but mild. So should we go into my horror stories?
No. Let's preclude this with the way I wrote this.
Okay.
Steve's move has been completed and it went flawless?
Yes, it did. It went flawlessly, with everything going wrong.
Exactly.
So should we start at the beginning and catch everybody up as to what happened this month? Or
probably be a really good idea because otherwise the people who are new aren't going to have a clue.
Okay, so my wife is amazing.
Yes, Peggy, you are.
Very quickly. We were notified on February 1st at 4 o'clock that our landlord was the owner of the house is selling the house.
Okay, now this was not 4 a.m. This was 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Did I say a.m.?
No, you just said 4 o'clock. So I was clarifying this for people like, why would your landlord let you know at 4 o'clock in the morning? You should have been sleeping. No,
right.
It was 4 in the afternoon.
Exactly. So let us know at 4 p.m. on Friday, because the first was on a Friday, that we had till the end of the month to get out.
And of course, it's the shortest month of the year. So not only did you not get a full 30 days.
I told him, I says, we're taking 30 days. We get 30 days by law. I'm taking 30 days. I may have taken longer, but I took 30 days. So my wife and I got in the car, started driving around, looking at neighborhoods. We wanted to stay on the south side of Las Vegas because of the fact that I work on the south side of Las Vegas.
Right.
My kids go to UNLV, which is on the south side of Las Vegas. My wife works on the south side of Las Vegas. So we could have gone to North Las Vegas and added an hour commute one way to our day, which is 8 hours a day that my family would have been spending in the car because of rush hour or
right.
traffic or whatever. So we said, no, we're going to stay here. So called the real estate agent. They did not get back to us right away on Sunday and Saturday.
Of course not.
So finally Monday evening, the real estate agent gets back with my wife. I had my guy. She had her girl that we know in the family. And we lined up 15 houses to go see. We went and looked at 15 houses. On Thursday, put in an offer on the house, got a countered back on the counter, and were accepted on Friday. So in 1 week, found a home and got an offer accepted.
See, this should have been on Property Brothers.
So then, they live here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then the closing starts. So we start filling out paperwork and form. Oh, excuse me.
See what happens when you move and you don't get enough sleep?
Yeah. You'll see shortly of what I've done and haven't done. I'll actually take the the camera around and show you stuff. But 20 days to the day closed on the house, signed for it. 20 days. So found a house, got it processed in 8 days, closed in 28 days. So on the 28th, we closed, found it. Obviously, this is the Thursday after. Obviously, we're recording a bunch of stuff out of sync right now just so we have shows. I don't have stuff set up. So that was perfect. So get the keys, get in the house, start to wash stuff. Hot water heater goes out. Pilot light goes on. Turn it to on. Flames. And that's the sound effects it makes. And then went out. So I'm like, oh, crap, I don't know what there is.
Trust me, I'm familiar with that sound.
So now we have a home warranty. Now, I know a lot about hot water heaters. They're not that hard. They're not difficult to work on. I'm figuring it's a thermocouple.
Yeah, there's like 6 whole parts. That's it on one thing.
I'm figuring it's a thermocouple. Well, then I don't want to touch it because it's after the walkthrough. It's before the walkthrough. So it's after the walkthrough. So the home warranty should cover it. But before the walkthrough, the owner has to cover it. So we call and try to figure out who's doing what. In the meantime, no hot water. Well, we're moving in. That's Friday night. We're moving Saturday. Saturday morning, we're getting up and we're moving. Have a truck rented, have 4 laborers lined up. And it's like, okay. So I'm not going to mess with it. They'll come fix it or whatever it is. So go back and forth when everybody's said and done. And can you go back over there and tell me what the warranty is? Is there a warranty on it? I don't know. There's a sticker. So there's a company on there. It's got a warranty. Do you know what year it is? No, I didn't know how to read the code. So it's a 2010. So a 6-year warranty. So it is out of warranty. Because that was 8 years ago, 9 years ago now. And so we're there. So I'm reading. There's a little tamper switch, like a overheat type switch. So I'm like, I don't know. So I just go reset it. But don't reset it without reading the manual. So I grab the manual from the side. I read it. Doesn't tell me anything. So I start tapping on the button. Doesn't feel like the button's pushed out or anything. Start tapping on the button. So I'm like, all right, let's just try one more time. What the heck? Turn to pilot. Boom, on. It's been on ever since. Knock on computer. Sorry about that earthquake there.
For those of you who don't understand this, like George Washington's teeth, Steve's laptop computer is made out of wood.
Oh, yeah, I should get a cover, a bamboo cover wood. That would be wood. Bamboo wood?
Bamboo is considered wood, yes.
I wish they would consider it wood. So there's that. So get the house all set, ready to go. Saturday morning rolls around, get up, go get the U-Haul truck. The laborers are nowhere to be found. 4 guys are going to help me. Nowhere to be found. 7 o'clock, call them, no answer. Talk to the other guys that are there. They don't know where the guy is. He's not answering their phone calls either.
All 4 guys. That's the weirdest part.
So I'm like, I wonder if this is a scam that they do where they go and they say, yeah, you got the guys. And then you don't have the guys. Then there's other guys there. And they go, oh, yeah, well, our price is twice as much.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you should have paid. Oh, yeah, you got those guys. Oh, that's a bargain, man. Oh, those guys aren't here, though. If you want us, it's twice as much.
Right.
So we're like, all right, I'm not having any of this. So run down to Star Nursery. Oh, and one more thing. It's raining Saturday.
It doesn't rain in Las Vegas.
Not only does it not rain in Las Vegas, 4 inches a year is all it rains, but it was not in the forecast.
Well, it's because it doesn't rain there.
So it wasn't raining.
They don't have a meteorologist. They just have somebody who reads a report.
So went over to Star Nursery, hired me 2 laborers to come help. So 2 guys instead of 4. And we load the truck. And I am going to start a new, well, I don't know if I can do it legally, but I'm going to start a new workout called the moving workout. What you do is you sign up, and then each weekend you help people move.
There you go.
And that's
it's a workout.
So you pay me
to work out.
They pay me.
Yeah.
And everybody pays me to move their furniture. So
sure.
New business. and I will show up and be there. So we get that all done. We get everything all moved. Then it's a matter of, well, what we're doing is we're not putting, we had a lot of stuff because we used to have a house, then we didn't have a house because we were renting. So I couldn't just throw everything out. My wife wouldn't let me. She goes, no, because if you throw everything out, then if you need it for this new house, then you'll just go buy it new and we can't afford that. Right. So I'm like, wow, okay. So we move everything over, but we only put in the house what we're going to use in the house. Everything else is in the garage.
Okay.
And then we start pairing through that and
putting it where it belongs and
getting rid of it out of the garage. It didn't even come in the house. So the first thing I had to do is we have a washer and dryer on the second floor.
Okay.
So when you have a washer and dryer on the second floor, there's a pan that goes underneath the washing machine, which is connected to the drain. But that pan was missing. So I'm like, okay, fine. So the first thing I do is take the washer and dryer that are in here, take those downstairs. Then I take the ones from the truck from our old house, which are newer and better, and carry them upstairs.
Okay.
So those are upstairs. I just shove them in the closet, right? They're just in where the laundry goes, and they're just in there, and I'll deal with it later because I don't have time because we're moving. So we get everything else all loaded. It's all loaded in the house. Everything's also loaded in the garage. And nighttime rolls around, and I'm exhausted. I'm done. So wake up Sunday morning, and what do I do Sunday morning? Oh, so my son has a huge test that he's doing for his teaching degree on Saturday. So he wasn't here to help. So he stayed up till 4 a.m. because we just put all the stuff in his bedroom. He stayed up till 4 a.m. putting his bed together and unpacking some clothes and stuff like that. So I knew he was going to be no help for me Sunday morning. So I get up, go back to the old house and start finishing up whatever there is. So the computers were still there. I left the computer still there and stuff like that. So that whole day of moving the rest of that stuff over, all the fragile stuff over that I didn't want these day laborers to damage.
Right.
Which they still damaged a couple of the brand new dressers we have.
Go figure.
Well, they're not movers, right? And I couldn't keep up with them, so whatever. So that rolls around. Then there was Sunday night. What was I still doing Sunday night? I hadn't had anything hooked up, but I was talking to you.
Yes.
I don't even remember.
You were going to do a show, but you were just way too swamped.
Yeah, way too far behind. Oh, yeah. So my goal was to get the washer and dryer hooked up. Hello. Get our bed put together because it's a platform bed, which means you got to put the shelves underneath it. Then you got to put the platform on top of it. Then you got to put the rails around it. Then you got to put the headboard on. A big project to assemble. So that didn't happen. But then this house is like the best house that was available in inventory at the time we got it.
Right.
It was super cool, super huge. So let me tell you a little bit about this house. This house was ready to move into. And I didn't realize how ready it was to move into until Sunday night when I was laying here after we had gotten all done. And I realized all the cool things that this house had. So starting with the flooring, brand new flooring everywhere. Downstairs is a floating wooden plank floor. You know, the planks that lock together.
Right.
Floating wooden floor. Because the floating wooden floor is brand new, all of the molding around the outside on the bottom is brand new. Because all the molding around the outside is brand new, they painted all of the walls. All the walls.
Nice fresh paint. Yep.
All the ceilings. Painted. Carpeting. Upstairs, all brand new carpeting. New molding, new painted molding all the way around the rooms, new paint on the walls, new paint on the ceiling. Brand new, ready to move into. Blinds. In Vegas, the sun beats down on your blinds.
No, it does not. There's no sun, just like there's no rain.
All the blinds in the house, brand new.
They're expensive.
Yeah. You know how much money that saved us?
Yeah.
So crazy. Crazy.
Yep.
So challenges with the house. Some of the faucets were leaking. The O-rings probably dried out a little bit. Have to switch those out eventually, but got them all to work and stop leaking. Put in new shower heads in the 3 bathrooms. So they have new shower heads, new curtain rods, new curtains.
How long was the house on the market?
I have no idea.
Huh. Because it's weird that with all the stuff they did, they'd have leaky faucets. That's like a weird thing.
Well, there was a rental before they fixed it up and sold it. So rental people don't care.
Right. Yes. Well, no. A lot of rental people don't care because you're rental people. And I bet you when you left that place, it was in pretty damn good shape.
Well, we always got scored A's when they did home inspections. But so now it's late at night and I've got to put the tub in the floor. So the tub is just like a big pan, but it's a big plastic pan.
Right.
And there's 2 holes marked where the drain should go. One on the side and one in the back. Well, our drain's in the middle of the floor. So I'm like, great. So how do I do this? So I put the pan in there, line it up, and then put marker around the pipe and then push the pan down the pipe so it transfers on. So I got a circle.
Right.
Well, the pan isn't a flat pan. It's got these ridges in it, right? Well, guess, like little things that reinforce it. Guess where the pipe is?
Right on a ridge.
Right on a ridge. So if you push the pipe through it and try and seal it down, it's not going to work. So it's just far enough away where it might work. So I go, okay, family conference, because I'm tired. Come on up here. Tell me if you think this fits. Drill the hole. So, all right, I drill the hole. And guess what? Perfect. It fits perfect. Fits perfect. But I don't know who invented these pans, or I don't know who invented the closets to put these in with the pans in, but the lip on the pan is that high.
Right.
Now, this is a closet. Right? Your laundry room, like your laundry and dryer, there's a wall on 3 sides of where like the back wall's got the hoses and then there's 2 side walls, right?
Okay.
So how are you supposed to lift the washing machine up and get it over the lip when you can't get on the other side because there's a wall there?
Because you're supposed to be using a dolly.
Okay. How do you use a dolly to get the washing machine over the lip?
Well, you roll it up there so that it's above it and you set it in gently.
Again, how do you lift it off of the dolly to set it in there? Because you can only grab it from 2 sides, the front and the side. You can't grab it from 2 opposite sides where you could lift it up.
Well, the dolly would be in the front, but actually you're not supposed to put the dolly in the front because that's where the window is and stuff.
Doesn't matter. You can put the dolly in the front. Let's say you could lift it from the front. You only lift it from the front and 1 side.
Yeah.
How do you get it over that lip to get it in there?
Carefully.
Well, you swear a lot.
Yes.
But we got it in there. So we got it in the pan. It's all good.
Oh, no. You're supposed to use your superpowers.
Levitated in there.
Yes.
So
call Mega. What's his name? From
Megamind.
No, not Megamind.
Magneto from X-Men? From X Games. Magneto from X Games.
Magneto, yes, that's what I was trying to say. Magneto, yeah.
I know, I said it 3 times, but you were thinking instead of listening.
Yes.
Yes. So,
plus you don't have your good microphone, so you're not as clear as you normally are.
I apologize. So I'm going to cut the story short at this point. We're going to pick it up from here. So there's going to be a part 2 coming up.
Okay.
Because, as you know, I rambled. So what is our genuine positivity message?
Hey, it's by Biran Tracy. You know who Biran Tracy is?
I do know who Biran Tracy is. I actually like Biran Tracy. I've actually read a lot of his books.
I like that Eat That Frog the best.
I'm trying to think of what books that he wrote that I read. So you go ahead and read the genuine positivity message while I try and find out.
All right. I chose this because you moved. His positivity message is move out of your comfort zone. You can only grow if you're willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new.
That is true. All right. So I wrote.
I'd be willing to bet you earn what you're really worth.
The power of self-discipline, no excuses, Biran Tracy. Maximum achievement. Change your thinking, change your life. Biran Tracy's $1 Million Habits. Where are Biran Tracy Time Management?
What is it, like 70 books he's got already? Just astounding.
Eat That Frog Action Workbook. I didn't know I had a workbook. I didn't read Eat That Frog. Stop procrastinating. I'll get to it I'll wait till later.
There you go.
There's a joke in there if you're paying attention.
Yes, there is.
On procrastination. Whoa. Where is it? Oh, well. But those are a few of the Biran Tracy books I read. Okay, but going, so that's Biran Tracy's Genuine Positivity Message. So that's cool. And then let's skip the next story and just go to our phrase origin story.
We went that far, huh?
Yeah, and there's more to come. If I had my druthers. Now,
you remember that?
If you had your brothers, what would you do?
Your brothers or your druthers?
Well, the phrase origin story is if I had my druthers.
Yes.
But
it's an American phrase.
It's a who phrase?
It's an American phrase. It's not used widely elsewhere. It's just pretty much from America.
Okay.
But druthers is a shortening of the word of would rathers. It's two words. Would rather has been turned into druthers.
Okay.
The phrase originated in the late 19th century and is first cited in the January 1870 edition of Overland Monthly and Out West Magazine by George F. Emery. If I was a youngster, I'd druther set up in any profession but a circus driver. But a man can't always have his druthers. Druthers, as opposed to the earlier variant of druthers, is traced back to 1876 in dialect notes. There's a lot more involved to this, but basically, that's where it originated from. It started out as slang, and everybody stuck with it.
Oh, good slang. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
If you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels. Go to whathappened.world, down there. Go to whathappened.world, and do what? Subscribe, like, watch, share. Go to our podcast, go to Facebook, go to Instagram. Go find Fun Guy the Entertainer Cooks for you, and go find his eating a groundhog. The groundhog got the weather wrong.
But I will do it because it is funny.
It is funny because you can do groundhog.
Yeah.
Play on words. But yeah, Phil, you did me no favors this year. And with that, I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.